we start with company background. Samsung is a South Korean multinational conglomerate 12 that was founded by Lee Byung-chul in 1938 as a trading company. Over the next 3 decades, the group diversified into areas including food processing, textiles, insurance, security, and retails. Samsung forayed into the electronic industry in 1969 and its first electronic product was a black and white television. Today, Samsung is a major contender in the electronic market, manufacturing smartphones as well as washing machine and fridge freezer. Now, we move to the key findings and insight from the analysis of segmental reporting. The first one, shift or decision making, CODM, and its responsibility. The second one, type of segment. The third one, actual reporting and accounting policy relating to MFRS 8. And the last one, company performance and strategic focus.
So the next is the line of Samsung chief decision making. We are responsible is the first one responsible for the day-to-day operation. The second one, they responsible to propose and develop company strategy. The third one is make a decision about allocation of overall resources and assessing their performance. And the last one, they must ensuring executive team give appropriate priority to provide report.
Now, we move to reporting and accounting policies, MFRS 8. The reportable and non-reportable segment should be identified by using quantitative threshold tests, which are 10% of threshold test and 75% total revenue requirement. Operating segments that do not meet the 10% threshold test requirement are not considered as reportable segment and should be combined and disclosed under all other segment category. Quantitative threshold test, which is revenue basis, total of revenue greater than 10% of total combined revenue. Second, profit basis, profit or loss of the segment is greater than 10% of total profit or loss of the combined segments. And third, asset basis, which is assets are greater than 10% of combined asset of the all operating segment. 75% of total external revenue requirement. The 75% revenue requirement is where the combined external revenue of identified operating segments must be greater than 75% of total external revenue. If the company managed to fulfill the 75% of total revenue requirement, the management need not to identify additional reportable segment. If the total external revenue reported by the operating segments constitute less than 75% of entity's revenue, additional operating segment shall be identified as reportable segment even if they do not meet the criteria in paragraph 30 until at least 75% of the entity's revenue is included in reportable segments. The quantitative threshold test, which the 10% threshold. Reported revenue, including both internal and external, is 10% or greater than of the total operating segments. Its reported profit or loss is 10% or greater of the greater in absolute amount, or its assets are 10% or greater than of the combined asset of all operating segments. Operating segments that do not meet any of the 10% quantitative threshold may be considered reportable and separately disclosed if management believes that information about the segment would be useful to user of the financial statement. If you look at the table here, only HARMAN segment is not reportable segment, while other 3 segments, DX, DS, and SEC is reportable segment. Total external revenue of reportable segment is 93.27%, which is more than 75% of the entity's external revenue of 44,769,018. Therefore, the management need not identify additional reportable segment. The corporate and other segment that is not reportable will be reported as other segments. These are the reportable segment by the quarter of year 2023. Trend shows that offering an array of product from smartphones to tablet, from display to semiconductors, Samsung Electronics is a global leader in consumer electronics, semiconductor and communications, and digital media technologies. The strength At the end of the 2023, Samsung Electronics generate a revenue roughly say 170 billion US dollar. Most of the which come from the mobile communication segment. And also the weakness of the Samsung company is the DS division's profits declined from the previous quarter due to weak demand in the memory business, a decline in the utilization rates in the foundry business, and continued growth demand and inventory adjustment from customers.
As for the basis of accounting used in Samsung's interim report, they utilizes the integral method for its interim financial reporting, which involves consolidating the results of each interim period into a cumulative set of financial statements for the fiscal year. For the accounting policies, the first policy used is inventory valuation. Samsung uses the cost method for valuing its inventory, where inventory is stated at the lower of cost or net realizable value (NRV). The cost of inventory includes direct costs, indirect costs, and an appropriate portion of fixed and variable production overheads. The second policy used is depreciation. Samsung would depreciate its tangible assets over their useful lives using methods such as straight lines depreciation or units of production depreciation. The company likely discloses the useful lives and depreciation methods used for different categories of assets in its interim report. Next is the type of interim report. There is a 5 types of interim report. The first one is statement of profit or loss and other comprehensive income. The second one is statement of financial position. The third one is statement of changes in equity. The fourth one is statement of cash flow. And the last one, selected explanatory notes. This company is reported the interim report quarterly, which is 4 times per year. First quarter is from January to March. The second quarter is from April to June. And the third quarter is from July until September. And the last one is fourth quarter from October to December. For the statement of profit or loss and other comprehensive income, and also for the statement of financial position, the current interim reporting is from 1 January 2023 to 30 March 2023, and the period is 3 months. The comparative is also from 1 January 2023 to 31st March 2023, and the period is 3 months. For the statement of changes in equity and the statement of cash flow, the current interim reporting is also from 1 January 2023 to 30 March 2023, and the period is 3 months. The comparative is also from 1 January 2023 to 30 March 2023, and the period is 3 months.
The first adjustment on 1 January 2020, Samsung Electronic Company Limited machinery and equipment is costing 797,146 Korean won on book value and 3,030,007 Korean won on acquisition cost, while accumulated depreciation as at 1 January 2020 amounted to 2,232,860 Korean won. The company depreciates all of its machinery and equipment on a straight line basis over the expected useful lives of 5 years. However, there is a change on the machinery and equipment due to the disposal of the machinery amounted to 137 million Korean won through the accounting period. Let's move to the second adjustment. On 1 January 2023, Samsung Electronic Company Limited's intangible asset is costing 20,270,754 Korean won on book value and 3,805,353 Korean won on acquisition cost. The intangible asset then will be amortized, which amounted to 785,598 Korean won through the accounting period.